I love that right now this eye is giving like Elle Woods and this eye is giving Corpse Bride. Hello, hello, welcome to my video. If you're from my Instagram, I love you. If you're not from my Instagram, love you all the same. So you can see what we're doing today. Today I'm recreating this look originally worn by the beautiful Miss Kerri Colby in the premiere episode of season 14 of Drag Race. Now, I will be talking about Drag Race in this video, but I'm not gonna give out too many specifics. I'm not gonna tell you who won what, who got eliminated. I am going to share bits and pieces about certain aspects of the talent show and the catwalk, but not too much. So if you still haven't watched the episode, I'm not gonna spoil too much for you here. You've probably seen more spoilers on Twitter, girl, so let's just get into the video. Okay, so before we really get into it, I owe you guys a piece of information. So if you watched my P. Louise video, which by the way, if you did, thank you so much. And if you didn't, I'm gonna link it right here. But in that video, I told you I would try out their lip base and wear it out around town to see how long it actually lasts, because they claim that it is long lasting. And so I need to report back on that before we move on. So I have worn it a few times after that video actually. And I will say this, they claim that it's long lasting and it is. Would I say it's the most long-lasting product I ever tried? No. But is it more long-lasting than, for example, a regular lipstick? Definitely. So I would say it's somewhere in the middle between a regular lipstick and a really, really good quality liquid lipstick. But also, it is way more comfortable than any other liquid lipsticks I've tried. And it actually feels more like a regular lipstick slash maybe even a lip balm. So that's definitely a big plus, and that's why I will continue to wear it. And I am right now contemplating purchasing more shades. So there you go. So now that we got that out of the way, the boring stuff, let's talk about the fun stuff, aka Drag Race. So if you didn't get a chance to catch the episode yet, I am recreating Kerri Colby's look today because it's my favorite one. I also thought she looked stunning overall, but more on that later. Let's first talk about the episode. So my general thoughts on the episode are that it was actually really fun and super entertaining. Now, it's not that I didn't expect it to be that way, but you know how sometimes it takes the queens a minute to acclimate and get used to everything, and it takes you a minute sometimes to find your favorite slash, you know, start rooting for any queens at all? Well, that was not the case for this episode, girl. Is it too early to say I have a favorite? You know what, let's not say I have a favorite just right now because 7 queens haven't even introduced themselves, and so we have to give them a fighting chance, right? But I will say this, I do have a queen who I'm already rooting for and who I already love a lot. And that is Cornbread for me. Obviously, I love her. As soon as the episode started, she had me giggling immediately. Although I will say, in my opinion, in this episode, literally every girl brought it. So, okay, entrance outfits. My favorite outfit overall and my favorite look overall was Kerri Colby, naturally, but it's not just because I'm recreating her makeup today. I generally thought that she looked beautiful overall. I loved that her outfit had a message, but at the same time also looked super beautiful and glamorous. Like, she wasn't just telling us, oh, this is who I am. She wasn't just, you know, sending a message with the outfit, but she also slayed while she was doing it. So I really appreciated that. Okay, now who else was memorable? Okay, well, in my opinion, Willow Pill was definitely memorable. And you know how they say all press is good press? I don't know if that's the case with Willow's outfit. Yes, she was memorable, but what was the outfit? I'm just curious. And listen, I get the inspo. It seemed like a little bit of Y2K fashion, you know, and all of that. And while I do love Y2K fashion and I think it is cute, is that enough for the premiere episode of RuPaul's Drag Race? I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think it is. Especially not considering one girl immediately was sent home and we didn't even get to meet the other queens yet. So I mean, tough competition, and honestly anybody could go home. So with that kind of attitude, I think you need to bring it straight away. And I just don't think Willow brought it. Although I will tell you this, that angle t-shirt is kind of iconic. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, the whole look overall, down to the flip-flops, was sort of almost so bad that it got good again, if you know what I'm saying. And I said almost, but I definitely still think she should sell that angle t-shirt as merch because I would for sure buy it. Okay, so you know what, Alyssa Hunter, I liked it. I thought it was cute because it was a little different and it was a play on her name. But was I crazy about the whole outfit overall? No, not really. And then you know who I was a little disappointed by? June Jambalaya, girl. But just a little bit. And now listen, let me explain. Her outfit was my favorite one when we were watching Meet the Queens. So I had high expectations for her. And then she walked out in that jumpsuit, which you know what? I don't mind when queens wear jumpsuits as long as they're interesting to look at or super glamorous or really beautiful or something. And I don't care whether or not they're designer, I really don't. But June walked out and I saw that outfit and I was like, girl, this is just whatever. It kind of looked basic to me, I'm sorry. And I was really expecting more from June. And then especially because she brought it. The runway look was stunning. So I was upset that her entrance look just wasn't there. But more on those looks later. All of the other girls, in my opinion, did good, but nothing too memorable, too extravagant. So let's move on to the mini challenge, which first of all, the challenge itself I thought was really fun and funny. I liked the idea, and I'm convinced that RuPaul just decided to do it so he could stand there and laugh at everybody because it was hilarious. I have to say, Cornbread is so naturally funny that even when she was doing the challenge, she literally made me laugh so hard. Everything was so funny. And the winner of the challenge, I think, was well deserved. While she was doing the challenge though, definitely it seemed like she was struggling. I was like, girl, they're not gonna get not one good picture out of this, because that's what it seemed like. And then the end result, the picture that helped her win essentially, I loved it. It was so beautiful and glamorous. So I think it was definitely well deserved. Also, this has nothing to do with the mini challenge, but I just remembered because I didn't mention it earlier. Alyssa Hunter out of drag. She is the moment. I mean, come on now. For some reason, I don't really remember any other specifics of the mini challenge. I just remember laughing a lot. So you know what? That's good enough, I think. We can move on straight to the talent show. Before we go there, I realized that I was so excited to talk about the episode that I literally haven't mentioned at all what I'm doing to my face. And I know you can see it, but maybe let me, you know, clarify just a little bit. So essentially, I started out with the darkest colors and swiped them through my crease, and now I'm blending it out with the lighter colors. And obviously you could have done one eye and then moved on to the next, but I don't like doing makeup that way, and I think the only reason why is pure laziness, because if I fully complete one eye and then have to start again on the next eye, I lose all motivation. For some reason, I really don't want to do it. So personally, I prefer just wiping my brush as I go along and working on one eye and then wiping my brush and working on the other eye and, you know, doing it that way. But definitely it would be easier to first complete one of the two eyes and then move on to the next one. Okay, I will update you on the makeup once I start doing new things. But for right now, talent show. I love a talent show, I can't lie, and when everybody started naming their talents, I got really excited. So if I can remember correctly, June Jambalaya was first, and I really loved her dance. She was giving incredible energy, but what I really hated was the headband. Then we had Bosco, who I now realize I haven't talked about at all yet. I really liked Bosco in Meet the Queens. I thought she was super funny and I liked her style. And then I also liked her style, you know, entrance look was cute. I think she has something unique to bring and I like that. I love a quirky queen. Now the talent portion, I wasn't disappointed. I just guess I expected more because it wasn't so much burlesque to me as just sort of stripping but in a fancier outfit. Now, don't get me wrong. I liked it. I loved the little flower in the back and I loved the petals, each petal like being taken off individually. I thought that was really creative and cute, but I maybe think she could have had a little more dance moves. Now, I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm not expecting her to start chicken dancing on the runway, but just like maybe a little bit more, I don't know, sultry or sensual or a little bit more. By the way, I'm still just going back and forth between the darkest and the medium and lightest colors and just sort of blending them together until I get something that I'm satisfied with. Kerri's talent I thought was super fun, but I also, again, wanted more. Now, maybe this is me I'm sensing a pattern. If she had maybe started doing the actual talent portion of the talent sooner, rather than lip syncing to half a song and then starting on the talent portion, I think we've all would have been more impressed. Overall, I thought it was really fun and unique. Okay, so Orion Story. I loved that she was going for her own unique thing because in my opinion it was very unique, but I don't know if it was executed well. Maybe if she would have practiced it more, or maybe if the jokes were landing, or I don't know, girl, like change it up.
Change your costume, girl. Mimi. Your costume, change it around.
Basically, the costume was good, I liked it, but the act itself needed to be workshopped. I agree with Michelle. So as you're able to see, I'm just extending everything to the lower lash line now. Now, as we move on to Cornbread, this is where I do not agree with Michelle. And this is not the bias talking, but I understood her perfectly fine. And I think that if you're gonna lip sync, you should lip sync to your own song. I think that's way more interesting. But I loved her act and I thought she brought a lot of energy, which was great. And when she started biting that chicken necklace, I just about lost it. And then Rue said, winner, winner, chicken necklace. And I said, you know what I said? I said, that was really the show where Rue talked about whatever he wanted because it was his show and not yours, you know? Okay, now I'm cutting the crease with Vaseline first, and then I'm gonna move on and fill it in and do all that fun stuff and continue talking to you guys. So now that I'm filling in this crease, let's talk about Alyssa since I mentioned her earlier. Honestly, if she would have played the guitar, it would have been sickening. But this, it was sort of giving lip sync for your life on a budget. Although she was giving us high energy, again, I don't think it was enough, to be honest. So for the talent show portion, the only girl we have left is Willow Pill. Now, can we all agree that RuPaul has found his favorite? Like, there's no way that Willow Pill is not RuPaul's top girl at the moment. But what she did for the talent show, you know what? I don't know what I watched. I'm not sure what we were all collectively watching, but maybe that's okay because even though I'm not sure what it was, it did intrigue me, so I did want to see more, and I guess that's the whole point, right? Okay, now I'm just filling in the blank space. First, I'm gonna fill it in with the darkest blue, then with the medium blue, and then white. Okay, love this. Now I'm gonna move on to the pink eye. No pun intended. Now, when it comes to the runway looks, honestly, June nailed it for me. When she came out wearing that beautiful sparkly thing, I said, oh, so beautiful. I loved it. But then I will say when Michelle pointed out the details, you know, the visible details that I didn't notice before, I noticed them then. So I do think that she could polish that up a little bit. But you know, that's a quick fix. So I'm sure she'll do even better next time. Willow Pill I thought had an interesting outfit, but I liked it. I liked it. I did. Also loved Cornbread's outfit, and Alyssa, I loved her outfit. I think she really redeemed herself for the talent show with the outfit. And you know what? I know people are dragging Orion Story for her outfit, but I have to be honest and say that I kind of liked it. I didn't fully understand it. I didn't fully know what was happening, but I did like it. It was different and she wasn't doing anything that the other girls were doing. And it was kooky, weird, different. I liked it. It was fun. Bosco, I think, could have maybe given a little bit more. I liked it, but I wanted more and bigger. And then Kerri, I loved it. I thought it was really glamorous. But again, maybe when she revealed, when she pulled the coat away, maybe there could have been a little bit more. I don't know. I keep wanting more from these queens, and to be honest, they really brought it. Like, they didn't come to play. They weren't kidding. But I still, you know, I think the bar is pretty high and I just want more and bigger and all of that. So here I'm applying a sort of peachy shade. I'm not applying a white or a light pink. So I'm just applying some liquid liner now because it seemed to me like she had it on as well. Although she had on false lashes too, which I am not gonna do because the way that my eyelid is set up, I'd be covering up all of the blending I did, and that's not cute. So I'm just gonna put on this eyeliner and then we can continue on talking. Okay, so liner is done. Now I just have to finish the rest of my face and my lips, and then I'll be done. But do I agree with the first winner? Personally, yes, I do. Now, do I agree with the first girl who was eliminated? I think I do, but I'm not happy about it. Like, it wasn't an overwhelming yes, this girl should definitely get eliminated. I just think everybody brought it, and she maybe did the least out of everybody there. I'm just applying a little bit of a lighter blush to the higher points of my cheeks. I saw Trixie do that in a video and I was like, Oh, also, do you watch The Pit Stop? Because I obviously watch The Pit Stop, and I have to say, I love Monet. I think she's gonna be a great host. Of course, we need some highlighter. I think me and highlighter are going to be inseparable for the rest of my life. So now it's time for the lip. She just had on a matte nude, no gloss, nothing special, but I think that's gonna look great with this eye. And this is the final look. Now, while I don't look anything like the beautiful Miss Kerri Colby, I think the makeup is pretty close. So yeah, thank you for tuning in today, and let me know, do you watch Drag Race? And if you do you already kind of sort of have a favorite like me? And would you like me to do this type of video again? Because I actually really like recreating other people's makeup. If so, let me know. And as always, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!